Howdy, neighbor. I'm CJ Coolidge, the People Catalyst, and I help my clients find ways to start growing faster than they have in years, adding dollars to their current income stream and finding time to do more of the things they love. So I send you this irresistible offer because you're a friend and you care about our country and our future. Now, I'm embarrassed to say it took me 56 years to learn that the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is way more than a show. I believe that it has cost me a fortune not to be involved during the last 36 years I've been doing business here in Houston. Now, my daughter Rachel, she got involved her very first year in business, and her participation has made a world of difference to her business and her life. Now, you don't need to make the same mistake. Rodeo can help you make more money, but that's not the biggest thing. The rodeo provides a significant service to help secure a better future for all of us. And that's what I want to talk to you about. This year's been a real eye-opener for me. I mean, the election's really set in stone something I've been thinking about for a long time. I was talking to one of my clients on the Wednesday right after election, and he was complaining about the results and the current conditions. He was just a little bit concerned. I mean, what can anybody do? Now, I've heard this from several people, but one thing is obvious. If we want to get better, we can't expect any help from Washington or any other government agency. We need to realize that we cannot assume that they will ever have our best interest in mind or that they will actually care to do things that create a benefit for us. And even if some do, it ought to be obvious to you by now that there's going to rise up a certain and significant group of others to work against them. It seems to be the nature of the system, and none of us has the power to change it quickly, but we can neutralize the impact it may have upon our lives and our community. The best way to do this is to stop expecting someone or something else to take responsibility for things that we care about and begin to take a more active role, assuming personal responsibility for those things ourselves. I think the rodeo helps make these kinds of contributions in a very unique way today. Now, here's how. You've heard of the entitlement mentality. You heard one of the presidential candidates suggest that a growing percentage of our American population has this. And one of the areas where that growth is occurring is among our youth. I don't blame them. They watch the news. They hear an onslaught of the diatribe of hopeless conditions. They hear the national debt's going to consume them. They won't be able to go to college, and if they do, they're going to be strapped with choking personal debt, and they won't get health care. They won't get jobs, and without government help, they don't have a chance. I believe the world as it is presented in media leads you to a growing sense of helplessness and dependence on others. That's got to change, and the rodeo is helping. The rodeo is reducing the number of kids who take on the victim and dependent role and produce a growing number of adults who are going to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. The rodeo is a scholarship organization. They provide more than $330 million of scholarships for millions of kids across the country. But unlike some other scholarship opportunities, the rodeo scholarships are based on the great equalizers: hard work, discipline, and focus, and not just for 13 weeks of a semester. The majority of kids the rodeo serves apply their efforts for years, learning to rise early and to work hard and to deal with adversity, to learn business and science. The recipients of scholarship are earned by kids who learn to successfully raise champion livestock. Now, I want to invite you to help me provide scholarships for some kids who raise chickens. So you're going to notice 3 links below. Please click the link that best describes how you'd like to help. I'll take you to a page where I'll explain a little more about what we're offering, and then I'll show you how to connect. There's nothing corny about this. I'm asking you to become part of an elite and influential group of Houstonians who are serious about connecting, about doing business, about forging significant relationships, about working together, provide opportunities for shaping a better future, and have a heck of a lot of fun doing it. And as a rookie, I ought to be ashamed of myself for being as old as I am and not having participated for years. So I want you to take advantage while you still can. Thanks so much.